All right, so a quick little lesson on how you will be expected to take notes in class. Um, my AP Human Geography students, you guys are taking handwritten notes. Um, my world geography students, you guys will have a template posted for you whenever we begin actual lectures. But for this activity, you will be handwriting your notes. And the way that we're going to take notes is called the Cornell method or the Cornell template or whatever. And it was developed by a professor at Cornell University. Um, And this method helps you to retain the information from a lecture, and it asks you to think about what you're writing while you're taking notes. And so the layout of Cornell method just looks like this. Let me see if I can move my face out of the way a little bit. Oops. So at the top of your page, your paper, wherever you're taking notes, you want to make sure your name is there. And it's going to be divided into these 4 sections. So this very top skinny section is where you'll put either the essential knowledge, the learning objective, or the essential question. And all of that is what you should know by the end of the lesson. And that's usually given to you. Either the teacher will say it or it'll be on the slides. In my class, that question or what you need to know will be on the slides somewhere in the presentation. So you'll write that there. And then in this main section is where you're going to take like what you would think of as normal notes. So notes on what you see, hear, and read, things that are important that you need to know. But you're not going to write in complete sentences. Like you're going to use shorthand or symbols right there. To the left, you're going to put keywords, cues, or questions. So important words that you need to know in reference to these notes over here, or questions you have about these notes over here, see if those questions get answered, or cues, things that help you remember this kind of stuff goes, dang it, I keep doing that, goes over here on the left-hand column. And then underneath, you don't do that until you're done taking notes for that day or for that lesson, and you just write a summary of everything. And now, normally, what that is answering the essential question, or adding more detail to the essential knowledge, or whatever. But that should be in complete sentences. And if you can't summarize what you just took notes on, that probably means you didn't retain what you were supposed to. So you need to go back and try and take more notes and answer any unsolved questions that you may have. Now, obviously, this isn't what a sheet of paper looks like. This is. So this is kind of more what it'll look like when you're taking notes. You don't have to take, you don't have to take notes on loose leaf paper. You can do it on the regular copy paper or whatever you have. But I figured most people would do it on loose leaf paper, but this is kind of more how it'll be laid out. And so what you are going to do is read the little article that I have linked in Google Classroom. It's called How to Make a Better Robot. This is how we're going to practice taking Cornell notes. And so you're going to read that, and using the Cornell notes taking layout, you are going to answer the essential question, what type of robot would be best for taking out the trash? So this question is going to go at the top right here. That's what you're trying to figure out. Now, you're not just going to find in the article what type of robot would be best for taking out the trash. You're going to take notes on the whole process, because that's what the test would be about, how to build a better robot. Okay? But this is just what you're trying to answer right now. So you need to make sure you're getting notes on the whole process. I'm sorry. And then once you have done that, you've taken your notes to see if you took well enough notes, and you understand how to build a better robot. You are going to play this little Kahoot game, and answer the questions and see if you can answer the questions. Of course, you can use your notes, but I do not want you using the article. I want to see if you took good enough notes in order to comprehend how to make a better robot. So, again, this is just practice, because starting Wednesday, you will need to know how to use this method in a real school situation, when we begin our first unit. If you have any questions, email me. But all of the directions and everything that you need is in Google Classroom under Cornell Notes Practice.